what are some of the other things that the fire department is using as part of the opioid settlement funds?
Yeah, so we use it too for some of our training. I know that you had asked about the Blue Card ICS. We use that primarily for our officers to get like an understanding of, the incident command system. It kind of bolsters that. Some of the topics, are fire related and emergency related, but also they are emergency management related. So that the opioid would be covered under. So that fits that category from the state. Let me look. I had these in front of me, the categories. And remember, the fire department is just one piece of the puzzle here. The police department also turns in categories. I actually had this written out for you, but decided I would just give you a phone call.
Is the alternative response vehicle, does that have to do with you guys?
Yes, that's us too. So, during emergencies, we have to be receptive for all different types of emergencies and all different types of circumstances we're under. I know, for example, that alternative would be to get into hard places, or like, for example, the last snowstorm. We would use that vehicle to access patients, and all patients really, but not just opioid, but also opioid patients. So, that fits that category under the first responder category, I believe. I just had these in front of me. I apologize.
What actually is the vehicle?
It's a pickup with a plow on it.
Okay, gotcha. So it's like for if there's inclement weather.
We use it for emergencies, not for everyday use. I mean, it's for emergency response.
Okay, and you're saying that that helps remediate the opioid crisis by if you guys need to get to somebody.
Yeah, that would fit the response categories.
Do you know, is there an example, and I mean, you may not know, I don't know if you're out in the field, but is there an example of like a situation where you guys were able to get to someone who, I don't know, was homeless or something with this? I know this winter was kind of brutal, so.
Yeah, I don't have an exact specific example for you, unfortunately.
And then, so I'm looking here. One says the one under first responder says Stryker ProCare maintenance, and then it cuts off. Those
are stretchers.
Stretchers. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. Let's see. And I don't know if this is you guys. It's under the training category. It's Live View GPS. Is that you guys?
No, sir. That's PD.
PD. Okay. Okay. So, and I hadn't started recording when you were still talking about the radio, so my apologies. But so the radio.
No problem.
The radio is what.
The radio is. It's absolutely essential in our business in emergency care. Any type of emergency scene, we use those radios. So we're talking both handheld, we're talking vehicle radios. But what they do is they're essential to any call, emergency or opioid, to help us, in our emergency care. In fact, one of the examples I would use is if regular, like the way we contact our medical control, which you see there also, goes down, that we would use those radios also, not only just on the emergency scene, but that's also how we would contact our medical control. So that's how that fits within that category.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that not something that the general budget can cover? Because it's not specific to, opioids.
Right. I mean, what we're doing, we fit these categories is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. And I don't know, you might not be the right guy to actually ask that question, to be fair. But yeah. I get it. Okay, and so what I'd like to do, if you do have any specific information on these the projects that it fits under, because for context, what the city clerk sent me is the same thing they send to the state, which is the description. You got these short descriptions, and just by looking at that, it's not abundantly clear exactly what it's going for. So I'm just trying to.
The descriptions are pretty vague from the state. in all honesty.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to shed a little bit more light on it so that people know what it's being used for.